Hello and welcome. This is Borno Restoration. I am Jasita Fida. Today on the program, we will take you through activities of Governor Babagana Zulum towards uplifting the standard of living of Borno citizens. First, let's bring you the latest on Borno today. The Northeast Development Commission has over the years fulfilled its mandate of providing basic amenities to people of the region. The Commission has assisted in the resettlement of thousands of IDPs back to their places of abode. The Commission recently got a new board and executive directors and is set to hit the ground running.
We are back to continue what we were doing before. God willing, we want to continue and conclude on those projects and programs we have started and create new ones to take into account the reality of time now.
The managing director discloses that the Commission has mapped out plans to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal on citizens as directed by President Bola Tinubu.
We have decided at the Commission to stockpile some critical food items. And now is the time to release some of those food items to the beneficiaries because they are all stockpiled because of the people in the region. So in the next few days, we are going to relieve enough quantity of food, in fact, plus some non-food item to support the people of Northeast, and in the process also bring down the price of these essential commodities.
The state government appreciates efforts of the NEDC for bringing development to its people.
The timing of this occasion is quite appropriate, as Borno State government is working assiduously to resettle all internally displaced persons back to their ancestral homes as peace is gradually returning to the most parts of the state.
This move by NEDC is expected to impact positively on the people's life, bringing relief and hope for a better living. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, say 2.6 million people are displaced internally in northeast Nigeria. Among this figure, 400,000 children are at risk of losing their lives as a result of acute malnutrition. But UNICEF is determined to scale up its nutrition intervention to address this challenge.
The country has more or less 1.3 million children suffering acute malnutrition, out of which 400 are in the northeast, but the rest 700 are in the northwest and the center and the south of the country. So acute malnutrition is a result of poverty, is a result of lack of proper water and sanitation, lack of food, right? People don't have food.
At this press conference, the UNICEF team explains to newsmen how they would go about this project.
If the child gets the breastfeeding exclusively for 6 months, they are naturally immunized, they are well fed, and then after 6 months they can have combined feeding. So they have to be in treatment for 4, 6, 8 weeks until we recover them. That is why we have to prevent. We have to do all what it takes to prevent these situations. Many aspects need to be considered, and a significant investment has to be made in the country, both in the agricultural sector but also in the social sectors.
With 1.4 million children in Northeast region already receiving psychological support, UNICEF is working with government to reach out to more numbers. As the world commemorates Humanitarian Day, the UN salutes all humanitarian workers who have stood firm despite all adversity to serve the people. On the 10th of August 2023, The Borno State Governor, Professor Babagana Zulum, presided over the swearing-in of 17 commissioners, 3 chief special advisors, and a permanent secretary to assist him in running the affairs of the state. Now, the governor during the program warned the newly sworn-in commissioners that his administration will not tolerate absenteeism and lateness to work. Take a listen. It's the swearing-in ceremony of 17 commissioners, 3 chief special advisors, and a permanent secretary. They have been screened by the State House of Assembly and are set to now take the oath of office and allegiance. Chief Judge of Borno State, Kashim Zanna, administered the oath of office to them, which was presided over by the state governor, Babagana Zulum.
Do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That as commissioner of the government of Borno State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully, in accordance with the Constitution, without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
Congratulating them and welcoming them aboard. Welcome home, Engineer Mustafa Gudio and Engineer Lawan Abawakilme.
Speaking shortly after the swearing-in, Governor Babagana Zulum charged the new commissioners to place the well-being of the people at the forefront.
I have consistently stated that in accordance with the policies and programs of this administration, my mission in the state is to ensure the entrenchment of a purposeful government geared towards reversing the downtrend of the economy, reduce poverty, promote development, and ensure security and stability, inshallah. It is imperative, therefore, for us to dovetail the structure of the civil service and the machinery of government to the demand of the objective. I am convinced that there is no better way to attain such lofty goals than by selecting the most practical minds to conduct public affairs. Hence, your appointment as members of the Borno State Executive Council, as well as chief advisors and permanent secretary. In welcoming you, honorable commissioners on board and advisors, I charge you all to gather enough strength, courage, and determination to tackle vigorously the challenges militating against the development of the state. You should therefore make effort to understand and appreciate the major problems and issues peculiar to the state as a whole, with a view to finding lasting solution to the matter. It is vital for you to bear in mind that our actions and decisions will have far-reaching effects on millions of lives of people in the Borno State. Therefore, the focus of our approaches should be the entire state and not segment of it. Indeed, from today, you should cease to see yourself as representative of any particular group, be it religious, ethnic, or geographical or political. You should not allow your judgment to be swayed by any section or other interests. Let me emphasize that as head of your respective ministries, and for effective implementation of our mandate, you are required to work closely and cordially with the permanent secretaries, who are the accounting officers under your purview. This has become necessarily considering the fact that the task of moving the state forward requires dedication, focus, and collective effort. I would like to reoccur that all correspondences to my office must be channeled through the Secretary of the State Government. In this regard, let me use this auspicious moment to extend my hand of friendship and brotherhood to Right Honorable Speaker, leadership and honorable members of the Borno State House of Assembly for the expeditious screening of honorable commissioners, which enable the early swearing in of the new Executive Council members today. Similarly, I commend our great party, the All Progressive Congress in the state, which is being led by our party chairman, Honorable Alibukar Dalori, and inshallah, our Deputy National Chairman, North, for the overwhelming support and encouragement during and even after the last elections. This shows clearly we embody our collective aspirations for a greater and prosperous Borno state. We must therefore work harmoniously with the executive, judiciary, and legislature to strengthen the administrative, legal, and policy structures, systems, and institutions to deliver the tangible, life-changing results of our people and accelerate economic development. Let me bring to a kind notice that this administration will inshallah do everything possible to completely eliminate the minor insecurity situation that we are currently having in the state before the end of my tenure. This administration, inshallah, within the next 4 years, will look into the possibility of urbanizing Maiduguri Metropolitan Council. The ongoing second flyover will be completed, inshallah, this year. And inshallah, we shall have another flyover at the west end before the end of my tenure. All the promises that have been made to the good people of Borno State, inshallah, shall be fulfilled. We shall ensure potable water supply within metropolitan and all other local government areas. Ensure that we provide the needed manpower required at our primary healthcare centers and our hospitals. Ensure that we have availability of drugs and consumables in our hospitals and primary healthcare centers, inshallah. Address the annual flooding problems in our state. Ensure agricultural development, and ensure that palliative is being given to the less privileged in the state. Government will very soon procure more buses in order to alleviate the sufferings of the people as a result of the removal of fuel subsidy. Very soon we shall procure more buses, and civil servants will also be supported. Our political leaders, youth and women, and elders, inshallah, will be supported with SMEs.
He charges the new appointees, particularly the commissioners, to dedicate themselves to their duties and always make themselves available at their various duty posts.
While congratulating all of you over your appointments, once again, I must remind you that in conformity with the oath of allegiance and oath of office which you have just taken, you must always remain resolute, absolutely committed to your work, and loyal to the government of the day. You must go to offices as at when due. Henceforth, this administration will not accept to allow any commissioners to go unpunished if any one of them, she or he, refused to go to office, his or her office. I would like to also urge the civil servants and the great people of Borno State at large to cooperate fully and support you in the discharge of your responsibilities in the best interest of the state. Let me use this opportunity to express my profound appreciation to the Nigerian Armed Forces, the civilian JTF, vigilante hunters, the police SS, immigration customs, and all other paramilitary officers and men in Borno State for providing the enabling environment for us to work here in Borno State. Let me use also this opportunity to convey my deep appreciation to my boss, the Vice President, for the support that he has been rendering to me. And my great appreciation to the members of the National Assembly, especially those that are here for being with me at all our trying moments. And inshallah, we shall not let them down. Our ongoing effort of reconstruction, rehabilitation, and resettlement will be pursued vigorously. I'm determined to ensure closure of all internally displaced camps within this my tenure, inshallah. Therefore, Government of Borno State, under my distinguished leadership, is in need of the support of the entire people of Borno State, in terms of our prayers, and in terms of commitment and dedication to drive the process of moving Borno State to a greater height. Finally, in line with the open door policy of this administration, I wish to reiterate my earlier calls on all sons and daughters of Borno State in particular, and all meaning Nigerians in general, to join hands with us to raise the living condition, standards of living of our people, and transform the state for a better tomorrow.
During the ceremony, cultural dances of Borno art and culture added color with the ancient Maliki dance. Those who graced the occasion have this to say.
For finding us worthy for appointment into his cabinet as commissioners. Your Excellency, sir, we are tremendously indebted to your sacrifices, even to the extent of putting your life in danger just to serve the people of Borno State. Let me also thank the members of the National Assembly who are here today with us to grace this very historic occasion. Similarly, let me, with the highest humility, say a warm thank you to the members of the Borno State House of Assembly under the able and focused leadership of the Honorable Speaker of the Borno State House of Assembly, Abdul Karim Lawan, for their meticulous and expeditious screening of the Commissioner's nominee. You are all seasoned and commendable representatives of your various constituencies. Thank you so much.
We expect the best out of the crop of this new crop of commissioners. I think His Excellency has carefully selected the best hands that will help him drive these his visions and ambitions. You could recall that in the last 4 years he has done wonderfully well, beyond the expectation of the people of Borno, and he promised to do more, and we all expect that he's going to perform better than what he has done in the last 4 years. And you will agree with me that he will not alone perform that without the capable hands. And I think he has carefully selected the best hands. The House of Assembly has screened them and found them to be worthy and creditable. And we expect nothing less than excellent performance from and dividend of democracy from His Excellency the Executive Governor of Borno State. We thank him very much for his support, for the vision, and his sacrifice. That is very important. Sacrifice for the people of Borno State. He doesn't sleep. He moves around the whole state on his own and make sure that he delivers the dividend of democracy. So we expect Borno State, the people of Borno State should expect the best from His Excellency the Executive Governor of Borno State.
We are glad that younger generation are taking over. And like you heard from the MC there, these are people that have a solid background we are expecting a lot of changes, and we, all the youth in the state, we have to support them and show them that, yeah, it's our time now.
We just witnessed the swearing-in and, of course, the inauguration of the newly nominated commissioners of Borno State. And from all indication, the cream de la cream, or the personalities that were chosen to serve as commissioners, they are well qualified, they have the capacity to move the state forward. And we believe they will support the governor in what the governor of Borno State is doing. And we are hopeful that Borno will be better than what it is today.
I'm feeling heavy, I'm feeling happy, but I'm feeling more heavy because what we've done today is to swear to take allegiance by the Quran and the Bible, to say that we're going to be good citizens, we're going to build a state, and we're going to do our best. What it means is that whatever we do, God is going to ask us for this day and this hour. So that's really heavy. And looking at the portfolio that I have around the sustainable development, partnerships, and humanitarian support, for me, the oath I've taken means that I must support the governor to close all IDP camps in Borno in the next 4 years. It means that we must rebuild Borno and bring to life our 25-year development plan and 10-year strategic development initiative. It means that we have to create jobs for young people. It means that we have to make Borno the economic hub of the Lake Chad region. This is heavy, this is heavy. So for me, this is a time for sober reflection, for prayers, and for gathering momentum to sleep 4 hours a day, if you like, and make sure things happen. It's not a time for celebration.
Actually, it is a turning point for women in Borno State this time around, because you could see that, first and foremost, I would like to comment on the caliber of women that are brought into this administration. The chief advisor, Dr. Mary Mandara, is someone that we know her capacity, and being her as a woman and advising the governor on sustainable development, partnership, and humanitarian, I think this is the center point of any government, and a woman being there gives us a renewed hope that something is going to change. And equally, for the past 30 years, there hasn't been a woman, a female attorney general, and the last dispensation has shown that we are having one, and we are always talking of human rights, and we have the Attorney General, a woman. I think it is a turning point for women.
As you are aware, His Excellency has a vision and mission for Borno State, and this selection is made based on integrity, personal track records. So I think everybody who was sworn in today knows what is expected of him, put in his best, assist His Excellency in delivering dividends of democracy to the people of Borno State.
All is now set for government activity to kick off with the new State Executive Council in place. And that's our package on this episode of Borno Restoration. Many thanks for watching. I am Jessie Tafida. See you next time. Bye-bye.